Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom manga review. See by the title below, yes, this is on chapter 260 of Shokugeki no Soma, and yes, dude, I've been waiting for this chapter to finally come, and I was just so excited to see what was going to happen, considering the fact that, there was so much excitement and hype coming out of chapter 259, with Erina finally creating her specialty dish and everything, and serving it up, but of course, in normal, fashion, that was, of course, left as a cliffhanger. So I was just waiting and waiting, and sorry that this is a couple days late. It's just I've been super busy and I actually didn't know if I was gonna have time to make this review, but when I finally read this chapter and finally had the time to do it, I was like, shit, I literally have to make this video right now, because I need to talk about it. Like, seriously, just need to talk, because it was that good, man. We finally get to see the hypeness of what Erina, like I've been saying for the countless chapters and everything on how everything's been. I've been enjoying seeing Erina just completely change from everyone, and of course, obviously, as you guys know, I'm a huge shipper of Erina and Soma, and this chapter just shows like how perfect they are for each other, not just, because I love them being together, but because of their cooking. For them to do something that normally no one else could do, like even Rindle was surprised that dishes like this should not be able to be made, because obviously the way Soma did it was him challenging Erina, but that's just like their personality, that's their relationship and everything. And what makes it awesome is that not only was it something done that no one else could have done, but the way she's changed throughout the chapters have all accumulated into this single dish, with her coming up when she ended up saying she made a yokodan, I think it was, and that's a chicken and egg bowl. No one would have thought she would ever make that. In the last chapter, we were already pretty surprised, because normally her cooking, when she cooks, it's all refined and elegant, but instead it was kind of frantic and kind of like Soma in a way, and just all over the place and explosive and crazy. And then she comes up with this dish, and everyone's like, what? Before, she used to think that donboris were like, low class kind of things. They should be nowhere near elegance. And I mean, obviously you can see where she gets it from, because Azami's like full on smug, like, oh man, I can't believe my sister, I don't know, my daughter would create something like this. And like, he thinks that he doesn't even need to try it, because they're not gonna win. There's no way in hell that's a possibility, because it's it's not true gourmet cooking like he always says and everything. And that's why I love it so much, because this is the perfect dish for her to be able to pretty much throw into her father's face and show that he is wrong, because that's one of the main things I've been saying so much, man. I cannot wait for the moment when Azami tastes this dish and we see that smug face of his just completely change and realize, yeah, he's an idiot. He's been wrong all along and everything, and just, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for that moment. But yeah, not only that, but Erina also did something just completely crazy, and which is a throwback that we've seen so many times, is that to make her, a connection from her dish to the appetizer that Soma made, she used two ingredients no one would have thought she would have used, or anyone would have thought she would have used. I didn't think so, at least. I don't know if you did, but I definitely did not. And it was squid and peanut butter. Something we've seen Soma use countless times in his experimental cooking, to which every single time it ends with someone's face looking like they're just going to completely barf, because it's that nasty. And she somehow used those two ingredients and just took it to the next level and made it amazing, and made it perfectly connect with her. He used her God's tongue to create his dish, and she used his crazy ass cooking to connect her dish to his. It's just like the perfect harmony in something that normally you would think would never work out. But that's what that is literally what makes Erina and Soma's relationship so awesome, and why I really enjoyed this chapter, because like I said before, what I wanted to see in the next chapters and how this whole arc would end was Erina, of course, being the one to do this, because she needs to. This is her, her changing and everything, her kind of like fighting back against her father. And I was hoping for it to be Soma helping her out. And even though it's not in that same exact way, because he ends up doing it in his normal Soma, kind of fashion, with him challenging her to a Shokugeki for her to pretty much connect their dish, but still, nonetheless, it ends up being him helping her out and changing her a lot, including everyone else at the dorm as well, obviously. But just, oh my gosh. And like I said, the last chapter I enjoyed it so much because there was so many cute Erina moments, and in this one there was as well. We had that sarcastic moment where she's like, oh my gosh, my father is so good that he doesn't even need to taste the dish, even though that's what he says, that, you know, to truly judge, you know, gourmet cooking, you need to taste it. And I just love that like kind of throwing the smugness right back in his face. And then of course there was that cute part when Ishiki was talking about how she's truly changed and now she can actually smile when she's cooking, because that was the whole point of the last, you know, flashbacks and everything, is that before, because of Azami, she never enjoyed cooking. She can never smile, what's it called, when she cooks, unlike how Soma can and everything. And that's like, she never saw enjoyment in cooking until finally she met everyone at the dorm, and of course met the future lover of her life, as we all know. Sorry all you fans of, you know, wanting Megumi to be with Soma, but I just can't see it. It just screams to me in these past few chapters and just everything that Erina is going to end up with Soma. And I mean, we even see that in this one. It's just so many cute moments as well, kind of bickering between them, like him saying, oh, trying to copy me, huh? And she's, you know, the normal banter between them. It's always so cute to see, in my opinion. But yeah, it was just so awesome to see them connect both their dishes. And just the crazy part is Tsukasa and Rindo, the first and second seat of the Elite 10. No one would have thought, I mean, well, we all thought, because I mean, it's got to end this way, right? But many people there did not think that was possible for anyone to defeat Tsukasa. And Rindo has shown herself how amazing she is as a cook as well. And for them to get 2 foodgasms when tasting those dishes, and to be just completely amazed and just like could not believe what they were tasting, that just was like, holy shit, Erina has found her specialty. Soma found it as well. And it was because of each other that they were able to find it really as well. And just thank you for the foodgasm with Rindo, I gotta say. That was pretty nice. And anyone who likes Tsukasa, I mean, there you got that as well, you know. But literally, I've been waiting for this moment for the next chapters to see when, now that Azami has to taste the dish, I cannot wait to see his smug face literally completely change, because yeah, you're an idiot, you're wrong, and Erina is the smart one. You've been teaching her, you're a horrible father. And literally just to see the villain of this arc finally be brought down, it's going to be so damn enjoyable, and I cannot wait to see how the next chapters will be. And especially considering the fact that Tsukasa and Rindo love that dish so much, but it wasn't the full dish. There was still something else that completes her specialty of what Erina's specialty is, and it's something she's gonna put on the dish. And I cannot wait to see what that is, because like even Azami's like, huh? And she's got that, her, you know, her confidence level just off the charts, and already it's like, oh my gosh, thank you, Erina. Please show him he's wrong, and then go ahead and get your kiss from Soma, and please let this ship sail already, because I want to see Erina and Soma so damn badly already, honestly. After seeing all of this already, I need it, honestly, you know. But yeah, I can't wait to see how these next chapters will be. We're finally coming to the end of this arc. And what's so exciting is that we really don't know there's different possibilities. You may think that with how Soma and Erina cooked and everything, that they have to win, you know, but there's different possibilities that I could see happening right now. First off, they prove him wrong, Soma and Erina end up winning, and that's the end of it. It's just something good like that, like a good kind of ending. The other possibility is he's still smug, he's still an asshole, because I mean, that's who he is, and he tries to cheat by making them lose. Something comes up and they all say, no, that's not going to happen, and then something like that, you know, that's a possibility. That's the least, you know, likely possibility in my opinion, but you never know. Another possibility is that, you know, the whole point of Tsukasa and Rindo is supposed to be just that good. They could still just be that good and that amazing, but Erina's dish completely changes Azami's mind, and changes that even though they both win, you know, Erina and Soma lose, and Tsukasa and Rindo win, because they are the first and second seed, and they are more experienced than both Erina and Soma, even though they have a lot more to grow in everything. I'm not saying that, you know, it's always going to be like that, but as of this moment, Erina is, and that's not Erina, but Rindo and Tsukasa are supposed to be that good. So I wouldn't be surprised if they still won, but Azami changes his mind and still changes everything back to normal because of Erina's dish, seeing how amazing it is, even though it's not the way that he thought it should be before, you know, and that completely changes everything. So there's different possibilities, which makes this exciting. Like I said, it's always exciting when reading these chapters when you don't know what's going to happen. Like, there's been numerous times I've talked about and said where it's like, yeah, someone's going to win, there's no other way around it. He can't lose. And those are always kind of, yes, the way to it can be so exciting, but it's just, it sucks knowing the outcome, but not knowing the outcome for this final part, not knowing what's going to happen next, it just has me so damn excited, and I cannot wait to see next week's chapter. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom manga review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything missing you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. As always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How do you feel about this chapter? Do you have any expectations or predictions on what's gonna happen in these next couple of chapters as well? It's always awesome to hear your guys' thoughts, so feel free to comment below if you want to. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Till the next time, see ya.